Editor's note. This tape was recorded August 21st, 1956. Principal speakers are Rosa Parks, J.E. Pierce, and Robert Grant, all committee members on the Montgomery bus sit-ins or bus strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, the whole cause of our trouble in Montgomery and anywhere else is segregation, which is the evil that exists, artificial legal segregation. And transportation was very painful, very humiliating, and the drivers made very good use of it. Our city ordinance code says that a driver has police power in which he can enforce segregation by moving his passengers. If he desires a person to move from one seat, there should be another for this person to take. If a colored person is sitting too near the front or somewhere he feels that a white passenger should take, this person is ordered from a seat to have another one available. In my own case, this was not true, and as well as in others where arrest has taken place. In Montgomery, long before our protest began, on some occasions I had been on committees to appear before the city officials and bus company officials with requests that they improve our conditions that existed that were so humiliating and degrading to our spirit, as well as sometimes physical discomfort in riding the bus. We would have some vague promises and be given the runaround, and nothing was ever done about it. And they continued to grow worse instead of better. That showed no improvement whatever. As late as March 1955, when this 15-year-old girl in Montgomery, high school girl, was arrested for not giving up a seat even much further in the rear of the bus than I was. She was handcuffed and taken to jail and, of course, tried and found guilty on at least 3 counts and put on probation. And there was another arrest in the fall, about October, of a teenage girl who refused to give up a seat, I'm sure, to stand. She paid her fine. And when my arrest occurred, so that is when the protest actually began in Montgomery. And I want to say here that it was not at all planned on my part, because I, at that time, was only interested in getting home from work and trying to rest and be prepared to work the next day. While I have always been against segregation because of its placing persons in an inferior position because of something that they have no control of, that is the color of their skin. It is also just as bad, or perhaps worse, for the person who imposes the segregation. I'm sure people who impose such inhuman laws cannot, in all fairness to themselves, feel that they are doing the right thing if they look at the issue from a Christian and human standpoint. So it is my opinion, it has always been, and I'm sure it always will be, that we must abolish such evil practices where they are legal, especially, and every person be given their right to live and treat others as they would like to be treated. And it was with this thought when the officer who placed me under arrest said he didn't know why the laws were pushing us around, I felt that some of us should find out in some way. I had no idea that it would cause the interest and excitement that it did. I called the movement that took place. But I felt that at some time and once and for all, after this question had never been answered, that it should be known why we do things and why we have to obey such unfair laws. It is unfair, unjust, and unchristian. And as long as we continued to be pushed around, we were getting treated much worse. And there had to be a stopping point. So this seemed to have been a place for me to stop being pushed around and find out what human rights that I had, if any.